Okay, it's been a while since I made a video. I've been busy doing other things, and this video is going to showcase some of the other things I've been doing, mostly making AI covers for my existing tunes. And plus, I'm going to start out with a Suno is really amazing, but it has room for improvement. And one area it needs improvement is in doing classical music, particularly of a modern style, but it's not limited to that. So let me show what the problem is. Here is a piece that starts out, nice classical piece.
Lord, I call, hear my plea.
And it stays that way here. Still classical, but it puts in the end, it always goes to rock drums and cinematic orchestra, which I really don't like. Here.
I call, hear my plea, let my prayer rise.
So it has the drum kit in there. And I had the Claude AI, actually it's Sonnet 4.6, tell it no modern worship, no drums, no traps, no synthesizer, no cinematic orchestra, no wall of sound. That's where they do everything but the kitchen sink, no electric instruments, blah, blah, blah. And it just ignores it. And the reason is it's been trained on music that always has that trap in it, and it's very, very annoying. I can't get rid of it. So my apologies. That's just the way, that's a Suno thing. And I've tried my best to get rid of it, but I can't. So it's there. So you could just end the piece. I might just end it there before.
Wind in empty halls. My eyes are fixed. Strike me true if I should.
So there it adds it. So I could have ended the piece here, tried to end it, but that's a lot of work. So that's my gripe to Suno. Hopefully they'll fix that. So that's okay. So wait, enough for that. Let me go to my Suno page. Now this is my Claude Sonnet 4.6 page. It's Suno meta tags. So this is where I generate the meta tags. And here's the meta tags. Like, see, there's things here: strings, full classical, choral accompaniment, woodwinds and horns supporting. These are meta tags, and then here's the lyrics. And the other thing that Suno has done, and I understand why they're doing it, is used to be I could do like a Bible verse and say it's a song, and it was no problem. But now it's saying, oh, it's copyrighted. Even if I use the King James Version, which is not copyrighted, it does that. Not only that, when I upload some of my own pieces, it'll give me, oh, no, that's copyrighted. You don't own this. I was like, yes, I do. It says, well, and yeah, you could send appeal to them, send an email, but I don't do that. So I understand why they're doing that, because the big record labels are suing them. So, but that's annoying. But that's a different problem, and I'm sure they're going to have to work that out over time. So let me go here. Here's my Suno channel, not Suno, but Sonauto. And so there's pieces here, like Sonauto makes really interesting arrangements, but the quality is not as good as Suno. Let me play a little bit.
Set a guard upon my tongue, keep my heart from choosing wrong. Turn my steps, make me whole. Let your love control my soul. Let the righteous guide my way, strike.
So here I go to Suno, and I think I can find that. That was what, 146? Here we go. No, that wasn't. It was not 146. It was 141. Okay, let me go back to here. 141. Rather than do that, I'm going to go to the playlist. Right here's playlist. And here's my AI cover songs. So I'll just go down and find it here. Okay, so at the bottom, I wish there was a way to move around better. These aren't designed for the long lists I'm doing here. 141, there it is. I think that's where I was before. So it's nice sound there. And here's so that took,
Lord, I call.
and maybe that's what I had originally. I think it was. So it makes a nicer sound. So it does an AI cover of an AI generated tune. It was Sonauto generated the tune, and then Suno made the cover. But once again, we go to here.
Lord, I call.
The rock drums. I can't get rid of the rock drums. I don't want the rock drums. If I want rock drums, I would ask for rock drums. If I don't ask for it, I don't want it. So now let me just go back to here. Let's see. And so here I cover all different styles. I start out with a primitive gospel song from you can think Sacred Harp. I think of it as like that church that might bring out rattlesnakes, part of the service. And so the other thing I had to do is have get all this straight. So, Claude Opus translate from the Hebrew the psalm in a unique way so it doesn't get flagged as being copyrighted by Suno. And that was out of necessity, but I kind of like it too, because it tailors the translation to the style. If you just play a little bit of this, you can hear that.
The man who don't walk.
Like who don't walk. If it's a classical, it said who doesn't walk, but it says who don't walk. So what we have here is each psalm text is uniquely translated, and whether it's a good translation or not, I haven't. There's a real reason I call it my really terribly bad AI music review, and that even though it's gotten much better, like Suno 4. This is Suno 4.5, is it? Yeah, 5.5 is a lot better than like version 3. Version 3, what I started out with, was kind of a little bit iffy and not quite great, and but even now the AI has gotten a lot better, but it still has some really awful, terrible, bad things it does, like adding trap sets, and so I'm not vouching for the accuracy of the translation, because this is AI generated music. I'm kind of giving it free rein to do whatever it thinks. I give it high level guidance, so you can see that. And I'm going to go to here. Where is it? There it is. So you can see my high level guidance. Like here. Here's the text from Sonauto's version of Psalm 119, da da da. So here's the high-level guidance. I get it. And show more. So I gave it the lyrics, kind of told it what to do, and let it do it. A lot of times I'll say, you pick, here's the style, or here's another style we might do, you pick, I'll let you pick. And generally I go with what it picks. So is there anything else? Oh, I'll put links to these. Oh, the other thing is going to Made by Me. So here's my Homespun Psalms. There's my AI generated Psalms. And I got other things here like my improvs. And I also have been doing this improvs too. Let me show that. So here, go to the end here. I think it'll be here. Somewhere I added, yeah, here I think I had I had the Suno make a cover. No, it must be here. Yeah, I did it in purple. So let's try this. Here's the Bluer Than Blue that I originally did my improv. I can't play all those instruments at once, so I just play one track, and then I play another one, and just lay down an improv, one after the other. Very few retakes, only if I really botch it up bad. And so here's the cover. So I just load up this MP3 file up into Suno and had it do a cover. So here's the cover. I decided flute instead of sax. That's okay. So it's pretty cool. So here's brassy and jazzy. So here's the cover. Right. So these are hybrid. They're not purely AI generated. They're sort of, I was curated came the word. It's like they're covers of what I did. So it's a hybrid. And I tend to like these better because they're not as formula as the Suno AI part, but they're not as homespun and raw as my playing and singing and all this. So it's kind of the best of both worlds and the worst of both worlds. Like that's often the case. So, but I'm going to call it the best of both worlds, with or the worst, which it's going to be the best or the worst. It's always going to be, AI is always going to have the bad stuff it adds that you can't get rid of, or you have to really work hard to get rid of it. It's probably not worth it. So let me go back to where we were. Let's see, Homespun Psalms. And so here is example here. Here's Psalm 141, my version. Oh Lord, I call. And then here is the I think this is a bad example. That's not based on this version. It's based on the Sonauto version. Let me go to it. One earlier here. Yeah, Psalm 48. So here's my version of Psalm 48.
Great is the Lord, and most worthy.
So I did all the singing there. And now here is the Suno AI cover with meta tags being created by not Opus, but Sonnet 4.6.
Great is the Lord and greatly to be.
I'll go back here. You can see it is playing that tune.
In the city of our God.
So you can have it either way here. You can hear me sing it, my homespun version, or you can hear a more upscale version. But once again, sometimes I'm getting that message. It's like, you didn't write this. Yes, I did. I did write it. So, here's an example of one of those where I had to just dumb down my version to get around that, which kind of worked. So here's my version of this.
I love you. Oh.
So it didn't like the words because it thinks it's copyrighted, and it didn't like the version because it thought it's seen it someplace else, so it thinks it's not me that did it. So here's ends up the cover. I had to just kind of dumb it down to get around that. See, that piano part is I MIDI-ize
I love you.
the vocal.
You are where my strength comes from. You are the solid rock I stand on.
So it did take what I did, just those little hot piano parts, which was, let me go back to here. Let's see. Go back up to here. Long video, but it's a lot to cover.
Oh Lord, my strength.
So my strength, I converted my strength into ding, 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 piano parts. Then I upped the octave, and that's what you get here. You can hear that piano part here. Go back to playing this. I love you, Lord. Can't sing it. And then, of course, the MIDI conversion puts a lot of wrong notes in it, but it's my singing wavers over a bunch of pitches. So in just getting this pitch, you get this all these different pitches, and that's okay. So you can hear those here. And the sigh there, I don't know what adds that, but it does.
I love you. You are where my strength.
So anyway, that's my process here, and it's working really good. I'm pretty happy with it, except for my biggest gripe of it keeps adding. I wish they had this button that says period correct. I'm trying to say this here, but just say it's period correct. Don't add anything that's not period correct to this style. And if they could train their music to that. Other things I wish you could do is like create a lead sheet and chords and stuff like that. That's pretty hard to do, but it's doable. So let me just go back here and see if there's anything else I wanted to cover. Go back to improv Psalms. And then some of these I have a lot of versions. Like I said 7, there's even more versions like Psalm 1. You just go down here and see different versions. Rhythmic chant.
Blessed is the man. Blessed, 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 blessed. Blessed are they who have not walked in the counsel.
So blessed are they who have not walked in the counsel. That'd be a normal like Anglican chant. I just added rhythm to it. Just see how that worked. Commentary. Here's I did commentary. Oh, that's the other thing I wanted to cover. That's glad I saw that. Me go to my AI generated ones, and I've added. Here's the cover, but down here I can go ahead here. So that's in purple. Here, so is it here I put those? I'm trying to remember where I put all this stuff. It's kind of hard. Yes, call them Psalms sermons, where it's a commentary on the Psalm, and it's not, the Psalm is down here. You have to go down here. Here's this AI generated Psalm. Generated by Suno 12. I mean Psalm 12.
For the godly man ceaseth,
For the faithful.
fail from among the children.
And there I use my voice. You could enter your voice to be used as singing. So I did that. So let me go back to here. That's 12. And up here is the song sermon on that. Let me play that. And so I put those in. It's in 3 parts. It's kind of long. So let me play part 1.
Beloved of God, let us come to the 12th Psalm. The Psalm opens with a cry of alarm. Help, Lord, for the godly men.
Now here's another thing is, Claude Sonnet 4.6 goes into all this detail about how to. Let's go here. All this detail about how to sing it, and all this nuance, which Suno kind of blows off a lot of it and just sings it all the same. So if you're Suno, it would be cool if you added all those different nuances and voices, so that it would make a difference and we don't get the same voice for all these sermons. So it talks about the deep male voice, on and on and on. I read all this stuff, Byzantine chant, modality, and all that goes down into the same bucket, is the same, that deep voice. I'll play a little bit more of it.
Ceaseth, for the fail.
So I get that same voice regardless of all this. And I could have, and I'm not correcting Sonnet because this is interesting. This is what it wants. So that's the other thing in the AI music. You could put in here what you want to get, but that's not necessarily means you're going to get it. You may get it, you may not get it. So so a lot of times they'll say, I want a waltz, and then boom, it won't do a waltz, it'll do 4/4 time. And so that's just the nature. That's partly why it's a terribly bad AI review, because there's still some terribly bad parts to it. So long video, it's kind of rambling, but it's time to end it. I'll put links into all this. So let me end the video here.